Because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
Throwing Nix. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What's up?
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Miller is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
To throw is Nix. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Mims in motion left. Here's Nix. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now inside the 25. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A first down carry now for Miller. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now! 180! 180, we're good. 280!
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Miller again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mims in motion left. Nix to the air. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? To throw, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff, running left is Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
What down?
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Fight, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, here's Nix. Catch is made by Harry. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Nix once more. Finding Williams once more. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. And blocked down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Carr. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Carr. Completes this one to Thornton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Bulls have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Pete Werner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back,
and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Taysom Hill, 64 yards. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going. It's Nix. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw is Nix. That's caught at the 1. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Touchdown, Broncos! From a yard out. And the Broncos are back within a score. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Carr. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw his Carr. Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Carr going to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And a huge play that time. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Now, 180. That's up.
Here's Carr to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Carr now to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. That is caught. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Now, 29.
Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On play action, it's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bulls have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Catch is made by Harry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here we go, set.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now 2nd and 4. Now Williams running left. Powers through. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give to Williams, running right.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos, They fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now they'll have a few extra days